Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Advanced CapCut tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 9, where I'll be showing you guys about the cinematic slow motion in CapCut. So we're gonna learn about different kind of cinematic slow motion, how you can actually create a cinematic video into a stunning slow motion video and give it some nice effects to it as well. So let's not waste much time and let's get started. So over here, as you guys can see, now I am here in the new project and let's rename this as well. Okay, so gonna name this one as cinematic slow mo, and I'll just click outside. So first thing first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to import the video using which I do wanna work on with. And if you don't have those, you guys can just directly go into your stock materials and basically uh, just type, let's say if you do want any videos regarding cars, okay, so let's type cars, and if you just click on enter, you guys can see here you do have all of these videos of cars right over here. But for me, let me just go to device. Let's click on import. So I'll just take this particular video and I am going to select this video. So let's open it up, and over here now, if I just take this particular video, let's bring it over here into my timeline. Shift and Z to zoom to fit over here in the timeline. And now the next thing is that I do want to make a slow-mo out of this video. So as you guys can see, this is basically the normal pace of the video which I have right over here. Okay, so this is how it's going to end. So the next thing is what I'm gonna do is now if I do want to add some, or if I do want to modify the speed of the video, I will go into this properties panel, and from this properties panel I will just click on speed, and under speed here you do have two options. So this is the normal option from where you guys can actually manipulate the speed of the whole clip. This is the duration of the whole speed, and now here you do have another option known as the curve. Okay, so if you just come here and if you do want to apply the montage, let's come here, and here you guys can see this is how it is going to actually work. Okay, so instead of using it quite like this, what I can do is now if I just apply none here in the whole video, and individually also if you want to work, you guys can do that. But instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and I'm going to make different parts of this video. Okay, so I will just split it right over here. Let's take this particular set of video, and now what I'm gonna do is let me just take out the montage. So here you guys can see this is how it is going to work. Let's come here and let's just bring it maybe a bit over here, and let's see how it actually works. And let me just adjust this a bit as well. Let's see how this video actually works. And yeah, this kind of looks good. You guys can see this particular slow mo right over here. If you want to put on some effect as well on top, you guys can just go on top right over here, and you guys can just apply those effects as well. Okay, so over here you guys can apply those effects. Let's come here. I will just drag this down right at this particular point. Let's place it right over here, and now let's see how it actually looks. So you guys can see this is the slow-mo effect. And now once you're right over here, again what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and till this much, okay, till here. I'm going to give a split cut again. So I will just cut this one. I will select this particular part. Let's go to speed, and over here now I can just apply this flash in option. Okay, so let's see how it actually looks. And this is how the flash in is going to look like. Okay, so if you do want to come down as well, so let's come right over here, and let's see. And this is how it's going to work. Let's place it right over here on top, and this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so now you guys can come here, select this set of video, and maybe I will just put another split over here in between. Now let's select this. I will just select this bullet option, and now let's come down over here, and I'm just going to place this underneath as well. Now let's play this one up, and now let's come here. Let's bring it up quite at this particular point. The same way, let's come here, and now let's see how it actually works. And I'm just going to slow it down using this regular method. Okay, so let me just go with 0.5x, and slowly this is how I do wanna end. Okay, so let's say only till here I will just end it. So for that, now let's come here, let's go to the split option, let's split it up again, let's select this particular tool, and now let's delete this. Okay, so as you guys can see, 4 individual parts. And now let's again go to the speed. Let's go to the curve option. And there's this one option which is smooth slow-mo. Like if you do have a clip, and if you do want to smoothen it, you guys can smoothen it as well. So I'll just click on smooth slow-mo, and I am going to go with optical flow. Okay, so now let's wait. So the optical flow is basically applied in the first one. Okay, so if I just play this, you guys can see that is how it's going to look like. Okay, so this is going to end right over here. And what I'm gonna do now is let's come to this and again apply smooth slow-mo again. So I'll just apply it in all the 4 frames. Let's go with optical flow. So well, it takes time, like according to the processor, what you're using in your PC, what kind of computer you're using. It totally depends on that. Okay, and sometimes it also depends on the kind of internet you are using as well. So the second clip is done as well. Let's go on to the third clip, and let's go with optical flow back again. So the smooth flow is basically been applied, and over here in standard I don't need to do anything. Now let's see how it actually looks. so you guys can see how it actually works. So let's come here into this second one. And now what I'm gonna do is I am going to go and basically apply some of these things. Okay, so let's come right over here. And now let's try to apply these things. Okay, so let's go with this. Otherwise, let's come here, or let's go on top. And yeah, this one kind of looks good. And I'm going to keep this one over here. And I am going to set the speed at 35. And once this is done, let's see the preview. And well, in this particular set of video, let's go to speed, let's go to curve, and most probably at this particular point, uh, I'm not going to make much of a change. Okay, so let's come here and let's place it, and let's place it right over here, and let's see how it actually looks. And let me just bring this frame somewhere around here. And yes, this one kind of looks a lot better. Now let's come here, and now this is how it is going to look. And let's place it right over here. And also, if you do want to apply things, you guys can also apply other features right over here. There are a lot, and also there are different kind of filters as well. Okay, so you guys can see there are different filters. So let me come here and let me just apply this filter at last. Okay, so lastly I'm going to apply this filter. Let's go to the stickers option, and out of the sticker option I am going to select one. Okay, so let's go with magazine. Let's click on enter, and here you guys can see there are a lot of these options. So I'm just going to take this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, and most probably I'm going to place it right over here on top. Okay, so instead what I can also do is I can just decrease the size and maybe place it somewhere over here on top. Okay, so I can just apply this accordingly into this sticker option. Okay, so if you do want to increase the size, you guys can just increase the size of this as well. So let's see how it actually going to look. So now let's come here, let's come here. Now let's place this. And now lastly I'm going to add another sticker, which is flower. Let's click enter, and I'm just going to select this one, and let me just apply it right over here, and let's decrease the size. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to place it right over here. Well, now let's see how it actually looks. Or let's come here, let's place it over here, and I will just keep it. And at the start, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add up a keyframe. Well, I'm going to add a keyframe, and once I'm here at the last, I am going to increase the size from here and I'm going to fill it up. So let's see how this actually works as well. So I'm just working in different layers, you guys can see. And lastly, this is how it is going to end. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's come here and let's play it. And now let's come here. Let's increase it. Let's delete this one. Let's come right over here. Let's add a keyframe, which is going to be like this. And once it comes right over here, now let me just move it up. And I'm just going to scale it to 500%. So let's play it up. It's a flower day, and that's how it's going to end. So yeah, I hope this class was clear on how to create this cinematic video. So here you guys can see, and now you guys can see the change of the pace, and now the effect will basically be applied, and now it's done. So you can also choose the intensity, let's say from 50%. Okay, like over here it's going to be 0. So let's add a keyframe, but once it comes to this particular point, eventually the intensity is going to be around 90%. Okay, so now let's come here and the intensity slowly changes, and that's how it's gonna end. Okay, so that's the slow-mo. That is the video. Now you guys can see the intensity changing and the sticker. So yeah, now lastly, let's go to audio and let's go to drop. So I'll just search this and let's see what are the audios that I will have it. So let's listen to this musics. Now let's come here and let's take this audio on Shift plus Z. Now let's trim it down. Now Shift Z and let's preview the whole video now. Okay, so if you do want to see it in a full frame, let's play. So yeah, this is how it actually looks. And I hope this class was clear how to do this slow-mo, apply different kind of effects, and also work on with different filters in CapCut. So the next thing is to export. Let's click on export. The name is fine. Let's select the location. Where do I want to save? Let's go to desktop. Let's go to resource file. Let's select this folder. Everything else is good. Audio format is MP3. You can choose WAV or AAC or FLAC as well, but MP3 is most compatible. So I would choose that. So I hope to see you all in the next chapter where we're gonna learn more about CapCut. So take care everyone. See you all in the next chapter.